Hey everybody, Abraham here. And I wanted to show you something really amazing, which brings full confidence and credence in what I've said so far. If anybody's been watching any of my videos talking about swaying popular culture back towards morality and how these systems within the entertainment industry actually work. Okay. Now, I don't know anybody from Hollywood. I just follow their work and follow the themes and the evidence of their treachery within the work that they do. Okay. Because I'm a master writer, I'm a master storyteller, trained for 16 years to do it, and I'm applicably doing it right now. I'm writing books and poetry that my books hopefully become movies. Okay. And I can see what they're up to. All right. I can follow them by ideology back to the core root of what their ideology is to just expose them and to use those tools which they use so masterfully to corrupt people and destroy society by reshaping popular culture into the most immoral and disgusting thing to destroy our nation and us as a people. I use those same weapons and mastery and better than them. I'm telling you, my stuff is way better than all their garbage movies and stories. And I do it better to destroy them. I use their own weapons against them. The weapons that they form will not prosper because I'm going to take them while they're being formed and I'm going to use them against them and destroy these scums, okay? But on this show right here on Fox News, the broadcaster, the newscaster, is talking to Oliver Stone. He's a famous and monumental movie maker, okay? And I don't want you to focus on all this stuff, Hollywood, China. I don't want you to listen to that. I want you to listen to what the actual newscaster says and listen really close to what he says. And watch Oliver Stone's reaction to it. And guys, don't get this, I don't own any of this material. This is off my TV from the news, so don't have this video blocked or reported. I'm not, copyright totally belongs to whoever, belongs to Fox News or whatever. But I want to show you guys something that shows that even though I don't know anything about the ins and outs and the secret stuff that they do, and I don't know their secret edicts that they do within, the entertainment industry within Hollywood, even though I don't know that secret stuff, I have always known it based on following their work by ideology back to their ideology, back to what they really believe. See, it's very hard to do what I'm doing, but I want to show you guys. So if you watched the last couple of my videos and I talked about diversity, like you couldn't make a period piece in a certain time frame like 1855 and in like Pennsylvania because it would be majority white, right? And they wouldn't accept that unless it had to do something with slavery. It always has to hinge on an SJW cause, right? And listen to what this newscaster actually says, bro. He got insider information on what Hollywood's really up to. And it brings credence and total confidence in you guys if anyone wants to team up with me or if anyone wants to learn anything from me or anyone wants to do business with me to reshape popular culture back towards morality by getting my books published and having them helping me to get them turned into movies and making them popular. If you want to do that by knowing that I know these scums and I know what they're up to and we're going to take them down, and I'm pissed about it because it seems like nobody wants to move because nobody believes what I'm saying. But here's actual evidence from a newscaster to tell you what they're up to, which I've already known for a long time. Watch.
Now, I'm sure you're aware of some of these new quotas that the Academy has instituted with regards to you need for supporting roles to have, I guess, someone, a person of color, a woman, someone with a physical disability. There has to be diversity.
I want to backtrack it. I want you to watch Oliver Stone's face when he starts to hear this. Because you know what he's doing? He's hearing what he's saying, but he's like, oh, damn, dude, I don't really want to talk about this because this might affect my career. They might kick me out of the secret group. Okay, I don't want to be a part of it. You can see that on his face as he tippy toes around the actual giant issue and just says it like as basic plain answer as he can. So I'm gonna zoom in on Oliver Stone's face. I don't know anything about the guy. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, just look at his physical reaction. Like he's like, oh damn, dude, please, why'd you bring this up? Like you can feel that emanating off of him. Watch, and listen to the actual things that the newscaster says. Okay, and this will show you what these scums are up to try to just ruin everything for everybody, bro. To try to halt. See, what they want to do is they want to stifle and put rules on how you tell a story and how a movie is made so that you cannot get out the proper message of morality within the movie. They stifle it and put it in a system, a small box with corrupt rules, and say if you don't meet the standards of the system, your movie cannot be made here. And it will not be popularized because we have a monopoly on your television and on your movie theaters that if it doesn't come from Hollywood, you're most likely never going to see it. And that's the reality of it. And they do that, and it's a monopoly, and they should be shut down. And these people need to be extremely regulated. They can't suppress people based on their ideologies if they have good morals. You can't suppress somebody having good morals. It's evil, bro. And the government needs to step in and tell them, bro, you need to back off and let anybody who wants to make good movies make good movies. They don't have to be the way you want them to be, okay, with all this SAW. And what they're doing by this is halting evangelism and amazing things that you can make within a movie to reshape popular culture into SJW garbage. It doesn't help anybody and only promotes their evil wickedness, okay? And all their things of, oh, it's good to be transgender. Teach your children how to be transgender, even though that's a law, corrupting the morals of a minor. You're not allowed to do that, bro. It's sick pedophilia. Okay, it's pedophilia, dude, and they're down with it. And I'm telling you, look, and they talk about, oh, forget about Christianity, forget about marriage, forget about morality, forget about norms of everything. Let's promote that everything that is good is somehow evil now, and all the sex and the gayness and the transgender and killing people and oh, it's justifiable. Let's go towards communism. That's the real goal, and let's go towards enslaving people and hating Christians. That's all it's about, bro. Like you see all kinds of movies. The name Nun. The movie called Nun, and it shows it's always a Christian concept like nun or like exorcism or something. I don't know all the names of movies, but you can look it up. Christian themed things, and then they turn it like, oh my god, it's a demon possessed person who likes to kill people, and it's about demons, like every single time, like the Lazarus effect. A beautiful story about Jesus raising his friend from the dead, saying I love you with that, and they turn it, oh my god, it's demon possessed, and he kills everybody. It's like, it's the worst. And they demonize Christianity in that way. And they don't do it to anybody else but Christians, dude. They don't do it to anybody else but the King Jesus. And we're tired of it. We know your tricks, and we're on to you, dude. And God has set me up as a mighty warrior with the wisdom and the skills and the abilities to do better than the way you do it. And I'm going to, I'm telling you the truth. As the Lord lives, I vow it all my life. I will annihilate you scums, dude. And I just want you guys to listen real close. Listen to what they're doing. They're making a system which breaks the possibility of you reshaping popular culture back towards morality. They can keep their evil way about it, bro. And they can destroy our children, our grandchildren. Generational genocide by spiritual way. Spiritual generation genocide. That's what they're up to, bro. I'm tired of the crap. And it's got to be honest, man. I'm tired of this shit. And it's got to end, bro. And if none of you want to stand up, then you are a part of the problem. And if you're a part of the problem, then you are my mortal enemy, and I am set out against you. I'm telling you that blatantly, bro. Because you might like this corrupt, evil stuff, but we got to get on with it, bro. Because once you get to like 25 years and above, once you start having kids, your mind should change and be like, dude, okay, I like doing that. That's a little bit crazy, immoral stuff. I used to get drunk, I used to get high, I used to run around with women. But guess what? Now I'm an adult, dude. Now I see that stuff is not good, and I don't want to have a society where my children are privy to those kind of messed up things. So, yeah, let's go ahead and change this, bro. Even though I might like it, it's got to be put away because that's not what I want my children and everybody to be like, okay? And decent parents know that, bro. So you got to get on board with me, I'm telling you. And if you won't get on board with me, to do it with me, fine, but do it yourself. Train yourself to be a master writer for 16 years. Put in the work, quit crying about it. Don't want to team up with me? Cool. Do it yourself. Just do it. That's all that matters, man. We all got to team up and get on with this, man. Even if you don't want to team up with me, you better do it yourself, okay? Because let me tell you, okay? Everything you say, everything you think, and everything you do, and every intention of your heart will be judged. And God sees everything. Even if you don't believe in God, your soul knows it. Deep down inside, you know it, dude. This dude is right. I'm going to be judged one day. And everything, every opportunity you had to team up with me or to do it yourself, you wasted, you laid around, you didn't do nothing. You allowed the popular culture, you just allowed the enemy. You didn't even put up a fight for your children. You just allowed the enemy to come in and take it. They're not at the gate. They're not off in 100 miles away. They're not at the gate. They're not beating on the gate. They've already taken the city and they run it. And you're not doing nothing. None of you are doing anything. You think you are, but you're not. And I really want you to listen to this. And I'm amped up about it because I'm pissed. I'm pissed about people ignoring me and putting me down while they do nothing. And they side with our enemies, your own enemies. You unknowingly or knowingly side with them. And you forget about people who are really putting in the work like me and others. Christian artists, Christian evangelists who have trained their entire lives and put our lives on the line for you guys. Stay in poverty for decades for you guys. Not for us. Not that we get popular, rich, or famous. That's not what we do it for. I served without a paycheck for over a decade. Not because I'm hoping for a prize, but because I really love you guys and I want to see it go well for us. And see it change in our favor. That our children might have a better society. Now listen to what he says. He blatantly rats them out, dude. And while he's ratting them out, I want you to look at the dude's face. And then I want you to remember that in previous videos before this video, I've talked about this even though I have no insider information about what they do. But I can see them for what they are, and I know what they're up to because I know by ideology, falling back to the root cause, I know their ideology and I know how they're trying to destroy us. And if you don't team up with me or support me, I feel bad for you. If you're totally against it and you don't even want to do it yourself because you don't want to team up with me and you don't even want to do it yourself, damn you, buddy. I'm telling you, damn you to your face. Because it's not just you and your kinfolk that you are affecting. You're affecting my children. And then you are my enemy. And I tell you the truth, you better repent and God destroys my enemies. He destroys all my enemies. And I'm telling you, you better watch out. You messed with the wrong one today, bud. You done pulled the tail of the wrong lion, and I'm not going to stay asleep, and I will not lay down, bro. Listen.
Now, I'm sure you're aware of some of these new quotas that the Academy has instituted with regards to you need for supporting roles to have, I guess, a person of color, a woman, someone with a physical disability. There has to be diversity. There has to be, I think, 30% of secondary roles. They have to show diversity, whether it's gender, whether it's, your heritage or anything like that. Could you make movies that have been successful, like some Italian mob movie? If you're saying now, 30% of those mobsters, they have to be Asian. They can't be Italian. Okay. A boarding school, all boarding school, 30% of the extras have to be women. Could you make a movie like that has that criteria for Academy Award consideration with these regulations?
Well, obviously, probably not. But we have to deal with the fact that people do historical pieces. History fascinates me, and if you're doing another era, you have to pay attention to the mores of that era. So it's clear that I don't know how that will apply, and I don't know how they're going to make that work. But if I ever were to do a movie, I'll have to deal with it when I come to that. The memoir that I wrote, Chase.
Now he talks about his memoir that he wrote. I just want to say, he's kind of honorable about saying it in that way. Like, I don't know how they're going to make that work. But he's being realistic. He's trying to save his own ass. I'm sorry for my swearing, Lord Father, please forgive me for my swearing. I'm getting too amped up. But listen what I'm saying. He's trying to save his own ass. Like, they will come for him. They will start shutting him down, start denying him the way to make movies and stuff. So they will do that.
In the line.
And they can even do that because he's as you can see, he's advanced in years. He's an older fella. Who knows how many more blockbusters he has? There's a lot better, not better, but there's a lot more up-and-coming younger dudes that got 30 years left in their career that are totally down to just, kiss their ass and do all the SJW garbage. And they're proficient in their field to make movies. So they might just like, oh, Oliver Stone, okay, yeah, he's getting old. He's Oliver Stone, okay, his old way is not working so well. Let's kind of, curtail him and try to restructure. But I can tell he's honorable, but he don't want to put his ass on the line. And I'm telling you the truth, I am honorable, and I will put my ass on the line. And I'll lay it down if I have to. I'll lay down my whole life. I'll give up everything for my children and for your children. We don't need these people. And we can stop them. And it doesn't have to be this way. And none of you have to accept this. I'm telling you the truth, you got more power than you know. All you have to do is call up these TV broadcasting systems and say, I will not buy your broadcasting if this certain channel or this certain ideology is woven on this set of channels. I want these channels taken off my TV, and if it's a part of a package, I'll sacrifice the entire package for it. I don't want it no more. Guess what? They start losing billions of dollars like that, and they're like, holy crap, bro, we can't go this way no more. They don't want it. And they will follow their money before they would follow their ideology. And they're cowardly like that. And they will pick up and change the way that they do business to give us what we want morally. And they will have to do it. And you can force them into doing it by doing it economically like that. You don't have to always be protesting. Just hit them where it really hurts, where they really hate it, right in the wallet. Let them know. We're not playing these games, bro. Don't ever go to see any of their SJW movies. I tell you, they will change. They will change the way they do things. Because we're not playing their crap anymore. All right, guys, I'm too amped up, dude. I'm too pissed off. I just hate it. I'm tired of seeing these scums do this to us, dude. And there's nobody picking up anything to fight back and do nothing, just laying down and taking it. And it's disgusting how everyone, oh, I'm a Christian. You won't get up and fight. You won't get up and lay your life on the line, sacrifice everything. To live is Christ, and to die is gain. Gain, gain. If you would not give up anything for Christ, he says you cannot be my disciple. You are not getting into heaven. I gotta tell it the way it is, guys. It might not be pretty for you to hear. This is not motivational music. And I'll tell you what you're gonna get, your blessing in your dreams. No, this is reality. If you don't step up and fight back, you will lose your children, your heritage. You will lose everything. It will change the way everything is. America will be destroyed. The place of freedom, where we built this place of freedom, laid down our lives, gave up everything to pursue this dream. We will lose it within our lifetime if you don't get up and start doing stuff. Quit being lazy. I want to tell you, if you're 30 years old and above, your time is over. You need to start thinking of the next generation. All the enjoyment stuff, fun stuff you could have done, you should have already done it. Now it's time for you to turn and be like, now for the next generation, I got to make this place a little bit better. Better than when I was born into it. Let's go back to the best ways that we know work with morality. If you ain't down to do that, bud, what the hell are you here for? Why did you decide to have children? Even if you're a derelict and terrible parent, who thinks, oh, I can let my kids smoke weed. I can let them do drugs, get tattoos. They can listen to any kind of crazy rap music they want. No, let me just tell you. I want you to stop and really think about it. All the hell you've been through in your life, and I'm talking to messed up people who are trying to do a good job. Or just people who have accepted it and be like, my life's crap and it'll always be crap. So I might as well just accept it. I might as well just dye my hair, listen to crazy ass thug music, or for white people, rock music, and just do drugs and hang out with friends, do whatever I want. And my kids can believe whatever they want, freedom and all this. I want you to know you are leaving your children to doom. You are purposely and knowingly destroying your own children's future and their eternity. And when you die, you're going to die knowing that it was only you who caused it, because God gave you charge over them to guide them and lead them. And you gave them the worst possible mindset, ideology, and behavioral expressions that they were allowed to have. You gave that to them. You said, go ahead and be that way, little buddy. Instead of beating their ass and showing them discipline, showing them how to take responsibility, showing them good moral things, showing them good decent things, you were just like, I can't deal with this, so just have whatever you want. Listen to whatever you want. Do whatever you want. So you get brainwashed with evil and end up as a derelict degenerate when you grow up. I'll never beat their ass. I'll never make them sit down in the corner. I'll never make them clean up the whole house. And if they don't clean up the whole house, they're getting their ass beat again, and they're going to clean up the whole house and the whole yard now. If you ain't hardcore like that, and that's not even hardcore, that's in the Bible. It says, he who does not chastise his son hates his son. You have hated your children. You have not whooped them into the right way to go. Get on with it. What are you doing? My kids will never blaspheme the Lord, and they will never disrespect me. They might trash up, act wild, and break something, act a little bit screeching little crazy kids, because I like to give them sugar and everything, and I like to give them, fun movies all the time. I just like to spoil my kids, but they ain't never going to disrespect the Lord, I'll tell you that. Oh man, they're going to be busted in the mouth. They ever think to disrespect the Lord. They're never going to be indecent and disrespectful and embarrassing in public to shame our family name. And they will never look back to me and say anything, because I'm telling you, they know for true Dad ain't playing that. And if you ain't got that, where they got basic respect and not making embarrassing scenes and just having the worst ideologies to be able to be disrespectful, oh my God, bro. Okay, I want to tell you, all you men out here, God made your hands thick and hard and calloused for a reason. Not to beat them like this, but to beat them like this. Right on the ass, man. Let them know. You're the boss. Dude, no. I mean, I shouldn't have to tell you how to parent. And I don't beat my kids. I've only had to spank my kids one time in their whole life, because I just told them. I looked at them. I held them, gave them a hug, and held them on their shoulders, on each shoulder like this. And I just said, look at me. Just look at me. And I took off my glasses, and I said, just like that. And I said, look into my eyes. I'm not playing. You don't talk to me like that, and that's not how we go. And you don't ever make our family look bad in public. You don't lessen our name to anybody. And they understood it early on. And I teach them amazing things with love. I say, guys, what do we do if we see, just like when they're little toddlers, I say, what do we do when we see pills? Like if they got in like my medicine cabinet or something, and they saw my pills, I would say, throw them down, like that. And I would hand them a pill bottle, and I would say, throw it down, and make it fun for them. So they would always throw it down, and it would feel like a fun experience. So they see Dad's pills out in the open, they would grab them and throw them on the ground, so they wouldn't be hurt by it. And if you can use that kind of same thing as a reward system, that it's fun to be good. It's fun to throw down things that might hurt you. It's fun to be good like that. They will always be like, it feels better just to be good. And they won't act like that. So you don't never have to really spank them. But if they're wild and they're teenagers, you best be getting on with beating them kids, man. Teach them damn respect around here, because they're going to grow up soon enough. If you don't get them young and they're in their teenage years, it's going to be super hard to redirect them. And you better catch them, man. You better get on with it. Start beating them and telling them what it is. Lock them in the room. I'll tell you this honestly. Smash their phones. Smash their laptops. Do what you got to do. Even if it costs you hundreds of dollars, what's going to be more important to you in 10 years? $100 cell phone, or them being imprisoned for 5 to 10 years for selling drugs. What's more important? Smash the cell phone. Make them stay in their room. Make them to clean it up. Force them to say, you will not get anything back again. Tell them the stark reality of it. I work a job to pay for the lights, the food, and you to have shower stuff. It says nowhere in the laws that I'm supposed to give you entertainment, TV, cell phones, any of this extra stuff. Fancy clothes, it didn't never say that. It didn't say Jordans anywhere. I'd go down to the dollar store and buy you $5 pair of shoes, $5 pair of pants. It never said I had to buy you all these expensive things and Jordans, all this. So here's the deal. We're going to work economically. If you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, you will get the very basic. You will no longer have a cell phone. I will not pay for anything. You are not leaving the house to go out and hang out with your friends. And if you do, don't worry. You will be shamed at school with the most generic-ass clothes that we could possibly buy. I will do that, bud. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, they don't want to lose their phone. They don't want to lose their TV. They don't want to lose their Xboxes. They don't want to look like a bum in front of their friends and get laughed at because of generic clothes and messed up haircuts. They don't want to do that. So they will automatically realize, holy mackerel, bro, I got to get on track or oh man, my life will be wrecked. I'm telling you. And that's not abuse. That's a good incentive to show them you will lose it all if you don't obey the rules here. And that's a good system to set up because later on in life, they understand, damn, dude, if I don't work a job and be proper at my job, I will lose my apartment. I will lose my car. I will lose my food. And then it would be like, if I don't act normal in public, I will lose my freedom. I will go to jail. I will lose my driver's license for 2 years. Like, that's what they will understand. You teach them in a system which is beneficial for their upbringing. Train a child up in the way he should go, and when he is older, he will not depart from it. That's what God says. And I'm telling you guys, you got to team up, man, bro. Because I'm telling you, God has sent me into this generation for a reason. I gotta be honest, I don't like being here. I wish I was born in 1910, 1920, so I could be experiencing a beautiful, wonderful life within the 1940s and 50s and have a proper housewife, have morals, watch Howdy Doody with my little kids, play catch with them, and work a basic businessman job. Like, that's what I wanted, have an S10 truck and have my own ranch. That's what I wanted. But God was like, I need you I need this certain warrior, Abraham, in this generation to help incite people to wage spiritual warfare and change things and get people to come to Christ. That's what it is. And that's why I was born here. I didn't want to be born here. I gotta tell you. I did not want to be doing any of this, bro. I did not. My dream was to be married and have an amazing 1950s businessman life, like, and just have a beautiful, honorable Christian housewife, have cute little kids that go to school, and it's like, oh man, I wish we could go back to the golden age of America in 1940s and 50s. That's what I wanted. But I can't have that. And I never will have that. But if I can reshape that possibly for my children or grandchildren by reshaping popular culture, which reshapes, because it's propaganda. And, well, what they got going on now, it's propaganda. What I would like to do is clean it out and bring a beautiful message to reshape the mentality of people, that it resets and redirects society back towards the good way. That my children, maybe, if it happens within a lifetime, or my grandchildren, could have the dreams that I was denied. And that's what I want to do. And if you can't see the heroism in that, if you want to call some SJW gay person, some transgender Bruce Jenner dude, you want to call him a hero? No, you know what a real hero is? And I'm not tooting my own horn. All glory be to God. A real hero is knowing that you're never going to have your dreams, yet you pursue those dreams for the benefit of somebody else. I will never have what I want in this lifetime. I will die having nothing I wanted. And yet I will fight that somebody else would have it. by changing the system that it would be applicable to them in the future. And I would never see it in my lifetime. That's a hero. That's self-sacrificial love. That's what Jesus taught me. And Jesus can teach you the same thing, and the Holy Spirit can guide you to the same thing. But you have to be an active participant in doing it. So let me just say it the way it is, and Lord, please forgive me for my language. Get off your damn ass and get on with it. Jesus infinitely loves all of you, and I super love you as well. That's why I serve. I don't serve for a paycheck. It's damn, dude. It's been a decade and I ain't got a single dollar. Have an amazing day. And as always, bless King Jesus.